This is Thinkin Thursday for September 5th, 2025. I hope you're all doing well. Today, I want to talk about the importance of leaders asking questions. Really, the title of this project, of this lesson, I guess I should say, is The Leadership Advantage, Mastering the Art of Inquiry. Before we do that, I want to do a minute with a quote. Today, it's from John Maxwell. He has wrote an amazing book called Good Leaders Ask Great Questions. And from that book, leaders who ask great questions are better equipped to make informed decisions. Pretty self-explanatory, right? Trying not to just make decisions off the cuff, but, asking questions, inquiring about what's really going on around them. So let's talk about this topic of mastering the art of inquiry. Why are questions so important? That in itself is a question, right? We can see already why questions are important. But as a leader, your role is not to be the person who knows it all. And in many cases, you want to step back from knowing the answer so that you can pull your group together and let them start to give you some feedback so that you get buy-in. Asking questions helps to shift the thinking in a group, in a team, from me to we, because now it's not just me or the leader giving the answers or their thoughts, but it's allowing those other folks who may have different perspectives, different experiences, to involve themselves in this project, in that idea, in that problem that we're trying to solve. And the other thing that's really important is that good questions often encourage deeper thinking, right? It's really important that we cover all the bases, that we look at this from every side, and that we go beyond the surface of what we're trying to deal with, what solution, what innovation we're trying to bring to the table. They also provide opportunities for those people who maybe are a little bit more reserved. You ever notice that, right? I've noticed that in a lot of staff meetings over the years, that there's some people who really jump out and are very gregarious and speak quickly and have an answer for everything. And then there's some that hold back and are reserved, and maybe they don't feel that they're in the right role to be, influencing decision making. But I would offer to you that as a leader, you need to be paying attention to those ones who are not speaking and allow them an opportunity to input something into this program that you're working on, this problem that you're trying to solve. Because many times, especially in my experience, those folks who are quiet are deep thinkers, and they usually come up with something someone hasn't thought about. Many times it's the obvious, right? They think about, or they remember something that maybe someone else didn't even think about. So I want to encourage you to pay attention to those quieter folks, those more reserved folks in your team, to build that collaborative cohesiveness of a team, right? As a leader, this is a skill you've got to practice and get really good at. You should be thinking about questions all the time. Why? Why questions and not just say something and bark something? I think we've covered that, right? We're saying we want to pull these folks together. Good questions can pull a team together, can allow for the rest of the team to buy into the objective that you're trying to accomplish, because they have some input, some buy-in, some thought. And you know how this feels when you have an idea and you bring it forward and someone recognizes it or you enact it. It feels great. It gives people more power and it makes them feel like they're contributing. So really important to pay attention to this idea of asking questions. It'll make a huge difference in the interactions with your team if you are including those folks that you normally would just let be quiet. It builds cohesiveness, like I've said. It creates an environment where people feel like we are a team, this is a problem we all should be thinking about how to solve. All right, thanks. So don't give up on questions. Get good at asking questions and be thinking about questions. And maybe, as I've learned, when we're done with the discussion about the project, ask the question, what have we forgotten? It's really important to just kind of take a breath. We all get engaged in the problem solving. Maybe it's important for us to say, hey, what have we overlooked? All right. I've been talking about announcing some projects that we're working on. We've rolled out something this week that I want to talk a little bit about. It's called the Mastery Lab. So what is the Mastery Lab? It's really a 2-hour a month dedicated time for you to get better. As personal growth may be an issue for you, or a project that you want to work on, you want to try to improve something. Maybe you're a new or emerging leader, right? You have an opportunity to be a leader. You don't have any training. You got to wait for the company to do something. Maybe you want to think about doing something on your own, or you don't have an opportunity right now, but you want to be prepared for that opportunity later. So, or maybe you're a leader who wants to grow other leaders and learn how to do that and get better at focusing on that. So here are the 3 labs that are within the Mastery Lab. First, the Peak Potential Network, which really is about personal growth. It is about growth. It is about goals. It is about understanding the obstacles that are in the way. It's about goal attainment. It's about creating a personal growth plan. Like I said, that's the first lab. It's about 2 hours a month, an hour of training, an hour of Q&A, and some group coaching. Second lab is the Emerging Leaders Lab, which is around that idea of building a foundational knowledge of leadership, so that you can be prepared when the opportunity comes. And third, those that are already in a leadership role or rolling into one now and really want to get good at influencing people and growing and identifying and building more leaders around you. So that's the Mastery Lab. If you want to know more, there's the address on the screen. It's browningadvisors.com/mastery. Just go to that website. It'll explain everything to you. There's a Q&A. There's a frequently asked questions there, and you can register right there, and you can pay monthly, or you can pay for a year in advance, and you get a discount. All right, look, thank you again for being here, for watching these videos. I hope you're getting something out of it. Let me know if you are. If you have a topic you want to talk about, let me know. I'll be happy to entertain that idea. Again, if you want to be involved in the Mastery Lab, that's my offer this week. Reach out to me if you have questions. info@browningadvisors.com, or call my office at 215-821-7592. Thanks again. Share the videos, please. Get them around YouTube. Have a good day.